Happy 2026, friends. I pray every single year, this time of the year, for a word for God to give me to kind of guide my year and a verse to go along with it. And I have landed on my word and my verse. And I think about, I was reflecting on previous words and verses. This last year, my word was listen. And it was Samuel. God was talking to Samuel, but he wasn't listening. He didn't realize it was God. And finally, Samuel got it. And he was like, okay, God, I'm listening. Your servant is listening. So that my heart was like, all right, God, I'm going to actually shut my mouth and listen for your voice. And God has spoken so clearly in so many ways, but I'm developing that skill of listening. And so this year is kind of like the next level of that, kind of the next phase. So let me read to you first my verse. And it kind of like, I picked it because it kind of makes me laugh, but it really speaks to the heart of what I'm after. It is First Chronicles chapter 10, verse 13 and 14. It says, Saul died because he was unfaithful and disobeyed the Lord. He even asked advice from a woman who talked to spirits of the dead instead of asking the Lord. So the Lord had Saul killed and gave his kingdom to David, the son of Jesse. So I picked a really heartwarming set of verses for this year, but here's the heart behind it is Saul, he was given this massive blessing of being the first king of Israel. And instead of going to God with the very big things and even the small things, he decided to go to a medium. And so as a result, not just that, he didn't follow God's law. He just messed everything up. And even though we know God is slow to anger and filled with unfailing love and faithfulness, Saul got a stay of execution. And then ultimately God said, okay, you blew it, man. And so my heart is like, not that I'm afraid God's going to kill me. I want to be faithful. I want to inquire of the Lord everything. And so my word this year is ask, because I want to grow in my ability to ask God and listen for his response. But also, I don't want to just ask for the big ticket items. I want to ask for, okay, God, these are a few things on my list today. Which of these should I do? You know, I want to make it granular. I want to grow in my awareness of inquiring of God for every little thing in my life, because I know he'll provide those things. What is your word? Have you picked a word? And what are you thinking about? Share it with me. I would love to hear it and be encouraged by what God is doing in your life.